Okay, don't mind like the kind of mess. This is just how my makeup station is. So I wanted to show you guys. So I pretty much like did an overhaul of all my makeup. I have had makeup, like I did makeup school when I was 21. So I think 21, 22-ish. So it's been a very long time. I've had some makeup for it. So I had to just dump a whole bunch out. But I kind of want to show you guys, I got some new stuff for show. So this is usually the color I use for show. This is Infallible Pro Matte 109 Classic Tan. But this one, they don't make this one anymore, and this one's like 2 years old. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a new one. And I had read on a Facebook post that this color is good for show, but when I compared them, this is quite lighter. This is the 495. I forget what this one's called, but yeah, it's quite a bit lighter. So I don't know, I might have to get a darker shade than that. But yeah, and then for the concealer I use for show, I use 395 Walnut. So this is quite dark too, but see, compared to the foundation, it's like reasonably lighter. But I also just went to Sephora and I got the OG NC45, NW43. So these are kind of like the two common ones for Pro Tan that matches. So we'll see. I also have a lot of MAC stuff too, because I used to only wear MAC and I do like it. And I do have like, these are my concealers. So on stage I usually do NC42. So again, NC45 with NC42, it's a couple shades lighter. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna see what this, I'm gonna see if I can find the darker one and what it looks like, and I will go from there. But I also wanted to show you guys, I got a new setting spray. The girl at Sephora recommended this. This is the new brand, one size, On Till Dawn. So I'm going to try that out. Hopefully that will be good. I also wanted to get a new bronze, like a bronzer, like a contour. And this is, good thing I got a dark, but the only thing is it has shimmer in it. So I'm kind of nervous. I'm going to have to see what this looks like, because I don't want to do too much shimmer on stage, because it'll make you look kind of greasy. But I'll show you. Oh yeah, it's right here. This is usually my go-to contour. This is actually a foundation stick from MAC. I don't even think they make these anymore. This one is NC55. So this is dark. See how dark it is? So I might use this one and then seal it off with a powder on top. But, oh yeah, and then this is the primer. This is so dirty, sorry. I used this when I was in Thailand for wedding photos, and it got so dirty. So yeah, this is the Smashbox mattifying primer. Again, you don't want to be super greasy, but you don't want to look like patchy. And then I grabbed these from Sephora because they were 50% off, and I do love like a demi lash, they call it, where it gradually goes longer. But these are like my OG favorite. I love these on stage. These are the double demis from Ardell, and see, again, they go from like shorter to longer, because on stage, if I find on myself, if my lash is too long, it just looks weird. I'll show you a picture from my first show in 2023 that I wore a longer, skinnier lash, and it just took up too much of my eyelid, and I just didn't love it on stage. Compared to my second show of that year, where I did more of like a gradual lash like this, and I just prefer that look a lot better. I'll see which one I like, but I said I love these double ups. They're honestly like my favorite. They last long. The band is nice. Like the band, it doesn't lift a lot. And I always use the OG Duo Lash Glue. This has been a staple for years. This is the one I always use. And then I love the NYX Epic Wear waterproof eyeliner. This is like a skinny tip eye pencil, so it works really, really well. And it's black, like very, very black. I'm not going to show you guys, I'm holding the camera, but this is what I usually use for my liner. And then for lips, like I swear, like I've kind of used a little bit of everything. I think this was like my go-to. This was like the Laura Lee inspired makeup that I tried to do. What is this one? Burnt Spice. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to do a run through and kind of see what everything looks like on me. And then I will kind of show you guys the look. But yeah, again, if you can find this and it's not super old, this is like, this color worked really, really well. And if someone has like the exact match, so the classic tan in the Pro Matte, if someone has the match, what is this one called? Why can't I find? Oh, amber. $4.95 amber. So I wonder if I'm thinking I might have to go up. There's a color called hazelnut that I think I might go up to in the fresh wear. So yeah, comment down below if you guys have an OG staple. I know a lot of people recommended the honey from Too Faced, but again, I just don't like buying like a $50-$60 foundation in a big size if I can get this for like $20. Just save some money because competing is expensive. And if you're only literally wearing this for stage, like I only wore this twice. I used so again, this might even work. I don't know if it's like it's 2 years old. Maybe it'll still be good. Like I said, I've used makeup from like my stash of makeup here that's 10 years old and it's been fine. But yeah, I wonder if there's anything else I was going to show. I think that is it for now. But yeah, I'll show you guys Dawn's look later on. Okay, this is looking scary right now, but you guys, I am doing a mock trial of my stage makeup because it's like 5 in the morning on like a Saturday morning, and I have been up since, you don't even want to know, like 3:30. So I'm like, I have so much time. I'm gonna do because I'm doing Dawn's trial tomorrow for her stage makeup, so I'm like, I'm gonna do mine. So yeah, I'm just trying to, it's gonna look crazy because like stage makeup is a lot, and I can already tell like it actually doesn't look that bad on camera, but when I'm like looking in the mirror, I'm like, oh my god, I have so much makeup on. And it started off with I was putting some lip colors on just to kind of like test them all out, and then I was like, oh, this is actually looking really good. So I was like, fuck it, I'm literally just gonna do my stage mock makeup right now, especially because now that I know I'm wearing the blue suit, I'm just like, yeah, I want to see because I was watching Amy Delaga last night, and fuck, her makeup always looks so good. Makeup IV does it, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna do like a little trial run right now and just see what colors I'm gonna do. So my coworker was actually really nice enough to lend me some of her palettes. She has like a lot of makeup, and she just was like, yeah, I don't use them. So she lent me the Too Faced Cinnamon Roll palette. Ooh, that is really pretty. So there's like kind of like more warmer golds and a lot of sparkles, and then the natural nudes. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna use this palette because it's got a lot of like pinky goldeny tones. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I already put, so this is not even the stage color foundation, this is just a darker foundation. So I put that on. I put on the e.l.f. Camo Liquid bronzer, and that's really where like that dark comes, and it's hard to tell, but I like really did a darkened outline. Actually, I almost feel like I could get away with a little bit more darker up top there. Okay, I can't. I'm gonna do my eyes next, and then I'll show you guys, and I'll kind of explain once I do my eyes. Okay, so this is like my eyes are done. It's so hard to tell in the lighting right now, like, but a step that I'll tell you to always do with your eyes is like thicker liner than you normally would. Same with your brows, always do them thicker. Same with your lips, do them outlined a little bit more, because on stage everything has to pop, so you almost want things to be like a little bit extra at all times. So yeah, I did my liner like quite a bit thicker. Actually, it doesn't really even look that thick, maybe because it's like on camera, but I did it quite a bit thicker. And right now I'm gonna glue on the lashes, and I'll show you how it brings the look like all together. Okay guys, it's like really hard to see. I'm trying to get the lighting like right here enough where you can still see like the colors, but you can also tell that like it is a lot. So that my eyes are like a mauvey pink, you can tell. So I did do a really shadow with like a lot of pinks, and then the base of my eye is like actually like a very shimmery, it's kind of like a silvery color, which I wouldn't really use, but when I put it on right away, I was like, oh yeah, it pops. And I always love putting like that light color like all in the center of my lid, and then doing like my cut crease with like the mauvey kind of colors and whatnot. So, and also on my eye type, I don't do a lot of eyeliner, like besides like my my liquid eyeliner on top, but underneath, I don't know if you can see, I literally just smoke it out with some eyeshadow. So I do like a darker color in the corner and then like a mid color, and then I put a little bit of this light like silvery iridescent color. I put like just under in there, but I don't put heavy dark eyeliner underneath my eyes, just because like I just don't like the look of it with my eye type, and I find it closes my eyes off. My eyes look more open when I don't have that. So yeah, so I use a combination of a little bit of that cinnamon roll palette and then this MAC palette, the nude model palette. So my center color is this one right here. It is called, I think this is the opposite on here. It's called LES Artiste. Les Artistes. And it's a frost. So like it's a very, very shimmery color. And my lips, I like literally had to redo them because from the last, when I was filming before, like so I originally put on this Stila color in Patina, and it's a liquid, stay all day liquid lipstick, but it's a very, very mauve. So it was almost like a cool purple it dried to, and then I was like, this is too purpley after. So then I washed it all off, and then I lined my lips with MAC Soar. That's like the Kylie Jenner color, if you didn't know. But yeah, so MAC Soar is what I lined my lips with. And then I did put this MAC liquid lipstick in Burnt Spice 121 all over my lips first. So that was like the first coat. So like I have the Soar, I have this one on top, and then I went in with MAC lipstick, and it's like my all-time favorite lipstick. It's called Faux, and it's more of like a nude pinky color, and it has a little bit of sheen to it, so you can tell it's like not matte, but it looks like I do have like a gradient in my lip. And it actually, my lips look, my lady who does my Botox, I did her hair yesterday, and she's like your lips are just like so nice naturally, because like I haven't had them done in over 2 years. She's like, yeah, you don't need anything done because I want to go do my masters once more before the show. And then she was like, yeah, your lips are like, you just have such nice full lips. And I'm like, honestly, I haven't touched them in 2 years. So I just naturally have nice lips. And this is them lined. And like I said, I did overline them a little bit because on stage I want them to look like bigger, and they look a little bit goofy up close, but like even right now on camera they don't look bad. So another thing I also do with my concealer, I don't know, this is like an old school 2016 trick where like when you used to like beat the face and like you do like your I do my concealer all around my brows, and then I do my concealer all around my lips after to clean them up and make sure they have a nice edge on them. So yeah, and before from the last time I filmed, I actually went in and I even made my brows like darker. So I have been using the Browsing by, they don't even make this anymore, this is how old this is, the Browsing by Benefits. It's a powder and a pomade. So I put the pomade on first, and then I put the powder on top, and then I went in and put a second coat of powder and like really pressed it in to make my eyebrows extra dark. So yeah, so this is the finished look. If you want, in the description box I will write down a list of the products I used. Like I said, it's one of those like trial and error things where you just like use a bit and you're like, do I like this, do I not use this? One thing I'll say is like I did put a little bit of, you can see my highlighter here, and without the ring light, I don't know if I love, like I said, you have to be careful with a lot of shimmer on stage because it reflects. So I don't know like how that's gonna look. I might take a few photos and just see what this is gonna look like, but I might be very, very careful with how much highlighter I do, because I like a little bit but not a lot. Oh, and then there was one thing I was also gonna say too. When you contour, like you're gonna contour a lot. Like this is a very heavy contour. Like it almost looks scary and dark, and even around my hairline here, I did a very, very, very heavy coat of dark contour, like right around here. And then I did my highlight, which is the concealer, like kind of here. And I went on top to set my powder with Ben Nye powder. You guys, this I've had for years too. I've probably had this again since I went to makeup school. And it says 30 months, so it's definitely expired and old, but it is stage makeup powder. So, and it's the banana color. I don't like the white one, and it's meant for the stage. So I find it like for like theater makeup. So yeah, I find it stays really well, and I always use this Ben Nye powder. Like it's holy grail for, I used to wear it like every day when I put my makeup on, but it's got some ingredients that are not the best for you. So I did, yeah, I just save it for special occasions now. But yeah, like I said, this is a look you guys could easily do. Oh, and then the last thing, oh my god, my fucking cat is in here, and then the dog. Go on, get out of here. Get out. The last thing I was gonna say is, remember how I showed you guys those Sephora? Oh, they're on right now. The Sephora lashes. I'm glad I did this trial run because I'm like, they're not big enough. Yeah, so these are like a demi lash, and I am definitely gonna go with the double ups, I think. The double up, double wispies. They're just like a bit thicker and a bit longer of a look, where these are, you could just tell they're just not enough lash. Like I definitely need a little bit more lash for stage, but right now, like I said, for a video it's fine. It looks good. So yeah, if you guys I guess, yeah, I'm gonna be doing Dawn's tomorrow, so I'll show you hers. I'm gonna do hers a little bit different color, but I'm really liking this, and this will definitely be the show day makeup. I think it's pretty similar to what I did in 2023. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you when I do Dawn's makeup. So that was it in my ring light, and this is me in my light. Yeah, like, so I did do my makeup dark, but not even stage dark, and look how fucking orange it is. Okay, here's like a different, I put on an actual normal shirt, not in my pajamas, but here's a bit of a different look. And tried to like get in like a little bit more neutral lighting, but you can definitely, like I said, you can see the highlighter on my cheek, so I might have to be a little bit careful with that. And I was gonna say, when I was watching that video back, this lash is lifting a little bit in the corner, but like I'm not gluing it back down because I'm literally taking all this makeup off right away because I ain't going to work looking like this and like a clown. But it's crazy how like in that lighting versus like a ring lighting, it looks completely different, because like a stage lighting is kind of like ring lighting where it's bright and it's all on you, where like that is like a bathroom lighting. But you can just tell it just like looks better in this sort of lighting.